Hey, I saw you over there and I just really liked the shirt. Is it
Oh, thank you.
49ers?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you really like the team? Are you like a go 49ers
I
fan?
mean, if they're winning, yeah, if they're having a good season,
And if they're losing?
it makes me sad. So I don't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, just put it behind you and
yeah,
just forget about it, right?
So what you did is like, hey, I really like the shirt, blah blah blah. What I would have said is like, hey, I saw you over there. I was just like walking past, and I saw you. I saw this 69s, whatever 69ers shirt, and it seemed very colorful, and it caught my eye. So I had to come and say hi. And then she's gonna say, well, hello, and you say, yeah, I mean, this shirt, it has a lot of colors. So I thought, well, she either must be a massive basketball fan watching all the NBA games, or potentially an artist trying to get her gallery like pieces published. So I had to find out which one it is.
Hey, I saw you over there and I thought you looked nice and I noticed it's like you're ready for a marathon. Just to sprint down all of Broadway, man. That's pretty awesome.
All right, how did you feel?
It was a bit terrifying, but like it wasn't freezing, if that makes sense. It was a
Okay.
bit like exhilarating, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Terrifying,
Well,
exciting. Yeah.
yeah. Well, what's good is like you have a quite a loud voice, which is good.
Mhm.
But here you wanna again like you wanna slow down, and you want to say, yeah, like, hey, excuse me, I saw you over there. Then she like
Mhm.
you point back where you say these words. What I noticed about you was, and then what you want to do is you want to in the beginning you want to essentially focus on okay, there's a girl across the street,
Yep.
right? All right, so
Yes.
try that. Like just try. What I noticed about you were walking super slow, and I thought you must be either like coming from a yoga session or meditation, whatever.
Oh, hello.
hi.
I just saw you over there and I thought, you look like you were coming from a yoga session or whatever.
Oh
Look,
no.
no,
Oh no.
no, no. Okay.
All right, so I'm
That was a
starting
bit
to
too.
see I'm starting to see what kind of like the issue is. So first of all, yeah, just
Yes.
you need to slow down.
Yeah.
Um, and don't rush into like the stacks. Like slow down and just like
Oh.
first you show the intent, right? You say, hey,
Uh-huh.
excuse me, I saw you over there, and you caught my attention, so I had to come and say hi. What I noticed about you was that you had this particular yoga session style almost. So
Uh-huh.
I was thinking you must be coming from a yoga class, or you must be really into meditation, or maybe you just like woke up after like a long day of partying. I don't know, but either way, I had to come and say hi.
Okay,
Right?
and I just need to slow down.
Slow down, and I think you're kind of like you have you're kind of like hiding your intent almost like, and this is what I was talking with other people as well. Intent, and when you say
Mhm.
like I like your style, you're showing intent verbally, but more importantly, you need to show intent non-verbally. So with your tone of voice, with your eye contact. Um, because I think right now there's a bit of a discrepancy between how much intent you show verbally and how much intent you show non-verbally. Like verbally, you might say, "Yeah, I like your style," but if non-verbally you're speaking fast and kind of rough, and you're not like
Oh,
slowing down, then it's like, well, obviously she's not really sure what's going on. That's why they're not responding.
okay.
So pay attention to your non-verbals. Like non-verbals right now are way more important than what you say, right? So
Hey, I saw you over there and I just really liked the shirt. Is it
Oh, thank you.
49ers?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you really like the team? Are you like a go 49ers
I
fan?
mean, if they're winning, yeah, if they're having a good season,
And if they're losing?
it makes me sad. So I don't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, just put it behind you and just forget about it, right? Oh man, that's pretty rough. Okay. Uh, I couldn't drum up anything else out of that 49ers thing.
Okay, so a few things.
Mhm.
Um, so
I
when
s-
yeah, go ahead.
did I skip the line again? Like, did I just jump?
You kind of did a little bit, yeah. You kind of like a street on New York, and they're rushing. Then it's a bit different. But like she's like it's
Yeah,
very chill. She's waiting. She's not gonna go away. So you have a bit more time. You can kind of like then use the time to your
yeah.
advantage. So you can say like, hey, So what you did is like, hey, I really like the shirts. Blah blah blah. What I would have said is like, hey, I saw you over there. I was just like walking past, and I saw you. I saw this 69s whatever 69ers shirt, and it seemed very colorful, and it caught my eye. So I had to come and say hi. And then she's gonna say, well, hello, and you say, yeah, I mean, this shirt, it has a lot of colors. So I thought, well, she either must be a massive basketball fan watching all the NBA games, or potentially an artist trying to get her gallery like pieces published. So I had to find out which one it is. And then she's like, no, no, I'm just like, I don't know, basketball fan. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I can totally see you watching an NBA game with a beer in your hand, trying to cheer on the like your favorite team, and they're still losing, but you still support them because you're a positive human being. You know, this kind of thing.
Um, okay.
And and whenever you run out of things to say, so for example, when you finish a thread, I mean, I even like, what else was she doing in the thing? Like,
She
I
was
even
on her
noticed.
phone, listening to music, um, likely listening to music, and had a handbag, and she was just standing there waiting for the train.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So for example, if she's listening to music, you can say, oh, and I also I can see that you have your AirPods in. You must be listening to uh, I would say Taylor Swift. You kind of give me like the Taylor Swift vibes, or I don't know, Joe Rogan. Like clearly, no, not Joe Rogan, but like you kind of say Joe Rogan because she's like, what the fuck? No, of course not Joe Rogan. Um,
Mhm.
I also saw that she was like she had something to drink. So you
Yes.
say, well, I see that you're drinking that beverage in such a slow way. You really know how to enjoy the moments, huh? She's like, yeah, yeah, I kind of like take moments. Like, well, this is maybe one of those moments where life was telling you, look, like a charming boy is gonna come and talk to you, and then like you're gonna be able to enjoy it with your cup of coffee, with your Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay. Let me see.
All right, this one is that a girl? The one that crossed you.
Let's see. Excuse me. Hey, I saw you over there, and I just had to come over and say hi. Yeah. It's like you're dressed in all black. You look like, either black is your favorite color or you're a secret agent. Yeah. Like, do you work? Oh, so you have a whole look. Are you a fashion student? No, no. No, then what do you do? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm still in college, but I'm taking a gap year. Yeah. Yeah. I actually don't live in Portland. Yeah. Uh, I go to school in Pennsylvania, so I'm just here for, a couple weeks and then I'm gone. Yeah. I'm studying history. How about you? Oh, so you must do a lot of like microscopes and a lot of like, not yet? Oh, how are you liking it? Is the city campus your thing or?
It's like this like little community
Oh, where exactly is that? We're a bit of ways away from there. Thank God you didn't just like walk there. You took the, oh my God, that sounds, oh, my feet. Yeah.
Man, that was like the best conversation you've had.
Yeah. I
That was
don't know if
insane.
I don't know if I kept the intent thing going, but I felt like I could
I
have.
mean, I think you should have asked her out.
Oh, really?
Just go and like go and say like, look, I just ask for a number.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
go back and ask for a number. Look, that was stupid of me. I should have like asked your number. Let's go grab a drink another day. I felt a bit nervous, but let's grab a drink another day.
Hey, sorry, I was just being stupid there, and I was just wondering, if I could get your number and we could, grab a drink. It was just really strange that the conversation just flowed naturally. It wasn't like I didn't feel like I had to like dance around some topics in order to get the conversation going.
All right, Jacob. Well, welcome and thanks for being open to share your story. So maybe let's start with the intros. Feel free to introduce yourself, what you do, where you live, and a bit about your background.
Uh, I'm Jacob. I'm born in America. I'm 21, and where I live, there aren't that many women. So I never really had the, chance to grow in this particular area
I guess like you struggle with some approach anxiety, right?
a lot.
And what made you want to reach out and get help from someone? Because obviously at your age, very few people even admit to themselves that they need help, and yeah, especially in this area. So
Mhm.
what in such a young age, being 21, what made you decide, okay, like I'm actually gonna take this seriously and get help?
I thought this was just, the weird pickup thing. It was, very creepy and all that stuff. But no, it's normal. It's normal to go up to people and talk to them. But the main reason I opted to go for this is because I am very afraid of dying alone. And I can sort of see it, like, I don't know, 70 years down the line. And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm alone in my bed and I pass away very peacefully. And like, no one's there. That's absolutely miserable. And I do not want that for myself. So I am opting to do this so that I can hopefully have more relationships, more like closer connections, maybe find somebody to settle with. I don't know. But um, having my options open, having the ability to go out and meet people, having the ability to hopefully, date somebody that I really like, all of this was not possible back then because approach anxiety was really bad. I refused to talk to new people.
Yeah, and also interesting because I mean I'm many miles away, right?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of potential coaches in America. What made you want to decide for me? I mean, you found me on Reddit, but
Yeah.
what was it that made you want to go with me specifically?
Well, I liked your method mostly because okay, I've seen other people, online when they go about talking about pickup and all this nonsense. What they tend to do is they're super like, oh, we're gonna go and get the girl. Oh, we're gonna have a, her and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, your sort of mentality of just you're just trying to give the other person the best possible adventure that they can have, the best possible time they can have while they're with you. That's something I resonate with a lot more rather than, oh, I'm gonna go out there and just date as many people and just put my in as many women as possible, which is tends to be like the mentality of a lot of pickup artists who,
Yeah,
are in Miami or whatever.
yeah. So essentially, then a lot of the stuff that's out there is it's quite toxic, and I do
Yeah,
agree. Like,
yeah,
so it's like the toxicity of it kind of repelled you
yeah.
from
It's
the
like
other people.
the thing is, from what I understand, the it's like the people who you look up to, the people who you hang out with. those two categories have a huge influence on who you become. And if I were to go with somebody like that and I were to learn from them, I would pick up that mentality because that's the sort of message that they're carrying every time they're teaching me something. And I don't want that. That's just one way to live a miserable life. And I don't want that.
I feel like a lot of people they have this resonance that they do something to the girl rather than
Mm,
doing something with the girl. Like I've
yeah,
always
yeah,
had this connotation that like we're doing something with the girl. It's not like
yeah.
we're doing some magic or manipulation to them. We're essentially just learning social skills to talk to them in a flirty way to have an adventure with them.
Mhm.
And I think
Yes.
that's the biggest difference, right?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'm kind of glad I found you and I didn't go with, some of the other guys because if I did, holy crap, I'd be worse off. Like it would be way, 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 way worse.
The first sessions, like how was it? Because I remember you were quite nervous, and even just giving a compliment, like the way you were
Mhm.
talking and the pace and the tone of voice. Like how what did
Yeah.
you feel in those first sessions when I was on the phone with you and you were going around and talking to girls?
Yeah. So when I was, starting off, I was okay. Besides all the, talking like like somebody held a gun to my head, being super nervous, blah, 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 blah. Besides all that, my biggest fear within, during the first couple of weeks was I go up to somebody and talking to them, they have a very immediate, very visceral, aggressive reaction. And then they go, "Oh no, he's a creep. Call the police." And then I, get caught up. It's like my brain would go a million miles a minute on the worst possible situation. And that was, and I sort of went about my approaches like that. So I would like try to talk to the person as quickly as possible. Then I'd, get off the conversation and then continue walking around. It was, I was very, very nervous the whole time and I just couldn't, the whole sort of first couple of weeks was just getting me to slow down because I was talking a million words a minute and that wasn't helping me, wasn't, helping the conversation. So, it took a while.
Cool, man. And how obviously because of your age, like the newfound skills that you've learned, the social skills,
Hmm.
like how do you think this is gonna help you in now in your 20s and then later on in your 30s? How do you see this helping you in the future?
Well, this whole like getting over approach anxiety thing mostly um sort of cultivated the mentality of just like switch my brain off and just do it.
Hmm.
So that in and of itself was very valuable. But like learning different conversation techniques, learning that how to talk to people who just don't want to be talked to right now. It's like if somebody's super busy on their way to the job, and you stop them, they probably don't want to talk, but if you just show that you're open and that you're nice and that you're not a creep, things turn out okay. Oh, there's also the fact that I learned that a lot of people are nice. It's one thing to hear about it from a whole bunch of other people, but when you're meeting somebody on the street and you just want to chat to them, they're not gonna, you know, stab you to death because you talk to them. They're just gonna sit around and chat with you. And if you're gonna talk to a woman and you're interested in her, she's probably going to be open to it as well. It's not creepy. It's just, they'll be nice and they'll hear you out.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, look, Jacob, it was a pleasure to work with you, and I'm glad. I mean, you're one of the youngest people that I've worked, so it's great when you're starting early, then you can enjoy the fruits later. You have more of a life to enjoy it later. And
Mhm.
yeah, it was a pleasure, man. So thanks for putting your trust into me.
Yeah, thank you.